week on Navy Log are from official U.S. Navy files. They tell of ships and planes and those who manned them, recorded through the years in Navy Log. Hamburg, Germany, 1930. This is where this strange and actual story started. In Germany, toys of a military nature were very popular, but more noticeable was a strange human attitude.
I'm not so sure I can use it. A bad fit.
It's mine. I made it myself.
So?
But it's mine.
It can't be mine.
What right have you got to it?
There's your reason. I'm bigger and stronger than you. Besides, if it won't work for me, why should it work for you?
Boys, what is the trouble?
Eric is always dropping things.
Even in Germany, as the years went by, there were those who saw the handwriting on the wall, the shape of things to come. Some remained in Germany, but others swore a new allegiance. And some of them put their skills to American use.
Eric?
Oh, Father. What's the matter? Anything wrong?
I just got this from my brother Kurt. He refuses to leave Germany.
But we had it all planned. After he finishes at the university, he was to join us here.
I know, but he sings a different tune now. Eric, I don't like it. The way he writes this letter. This is not the son I knew, nor the brother you knew.
From the sound of this, he hasn't much use for the United States.
Eric, they're poisoning him. We've got to get him out of Germany and bring him here.
But how?
I want you to go to Germany and talk to him.
Germany?
This is our only chance. He won't listen to me. Oh, du lieber Gott. Perhaps he'll listen to you before it is too late.
Transatlantic trips in 1938 were becoming an ordeal and full of apprehension, not for pleasure and vacation. Germany, for a time a quiet land, now a hubbub of military activity, name-calling, mass meetings, and at the moment, an appeal to reason.
Go to America? Are you out of your mind, Eric?
Look, Kurt, it's lucky for you the papers were put in order some time ago. I've made inquiries. We can still get you entry into the United States, but you've got to make your move now.
You're wasting your time, Eric. I'm staying right here.
Can't you see what's happening here?
I see what's going on too well. And you're a fool if you don't see it too.
Look,
I was going to ask you and Father to come back here, to the Reich. You were fools to emigrate to America in the first place. And look at you. You even lost your German accent.
Is that bad? Look, Kurt, your thinking is all wrong.
Oh, is it? Come here. You see that flag? One day we'll wrap the whole world in it. We'll be the masters, Eric, and no one else.
So, it's too late.
No, Eric, not too late. You can still become one of us, if you declare yourself now. Why don't you come to the rally this afternoon? Maybe that will convince you.
So you go back to America alone? Hauser?
Yes, sir.
It's dangerous to say things like this, Herr Hauser. But I wish I were going with you. People have gone crazy here. It's not the same anymore. I wonder how...
What time's the next train leave for Munich, Otto?
In an hour.
Where's this rally?
In the Wursthalle, just across the street.
Thank you.
In Germany, they were inoculated as children, and some of the children never grew up.
Sie werden wissen, was es heißt, gegen Adolf Hitler Stand zu nehmen! Sieg heil! Sieg heil! Sieg heil!
And out of this came the rolling of tanks, a rumble of motorcycles, and thousands of ugly mechanical birds whose flight means only one thing: destruction. But destruction was not wrought only from the air and land. It was carried to the far reaches of the sea. Time, spring 1942. Place, headquarters of the U.S. Navy's Eastern Sea frontier. Situation, critical.
Gentlemen, our shipping situation is critical. One German submarine operating alone has sunk thousands of tons of our shipping carrying important war materials along this coast here. Each one of these pins represents a vessel lost in that action. Now, our intelligence is pretty sure that these losses are not due to a wolf pack, but to a single raider.
Has this sub been identified, sir?
Yes. Survivors of these various vessels have identified it as the U-24. From the pattern and identification of their locations, we are sure that the same sub is responsible for these losses. Gentlemen, the U-24 is a thorn on our side, run by a bold and shrewd skipper.
What about our search planes, sir?
No luck. They've been on constant patrol. But it seems that the U-24 is a seagoing ghost. Somewhere, somehow, we've got to track it down and destroy it.
But how? If our planes haven't been successful, what's the answer?
Gentlemen, I think we already have a weapon that may provide the answer.
Navy Pre-Flight School, Chapel Hill. The place where NAVCADs are trained, meaning Naval Aviation Cadets, the hot pilots of tomorrow.
Well, Eric, another day or two and we'll draw our assignments from buglers.
Yeah, Scuttlebutt says it'll be Corsairs.
Corsairs. Those airplanes got it. All the speed in the world.
You really think we'll draw Corsairs, Tommy?
Well, you can bet on it. We're the hottest nabcats in the school. You think they're going to give us PBYs? No, sir. It's going to be Corsairs. Get the picture? Look, we're on an aircraft carrier, see? Now, the dope is, they've located an enemy flotilla. So, we take off, into the wind, we go up about 2,000 feet, we accelerate from 250 to 300, when all of a sudden...
Hey, I'll bet that's it. Corsairs, here we come.
Lakehurst.
Me too.
What does that mean?
Blimps. Nice, big, fat, slow, lighter-than-air blimps.
Time, late spring 1942. Place, Lakehurst, New Jersey. Duty, flight training, an accelerated war course. You get your wings in 5 months.
Just a sign, sir?
Is that what we're gonna fly?
Yes, sir. When you finished your training, she's a beauty, too. Look at the shape of that envelope. That's a new type car they have, too. Takes a crew of 10.
I suppose there's nothing to flying that airship.
Oh, nothing much, sir. All you have to do is learn about navigation, aerostatics, aerology, tactics, power plants, maintenance, and a few other simple things.
Well, tell me something, Chief. She looks real speedy. How fast will that thing go?
Oh, she's real fast, sir. Around 70 knots, or about 80 miles an hour, civilian style.
This is the K-ship, a rubber envelope filled with about 500,000 cubic feet of helium. 2 Pratt & Whitney engines, ceiling 5,000 to 6,000 feet. Staying power 30 hours in the air without refueling. Interesting. But even more interesting...
Gentlemen, blimps do 2 primary jobs, as you know. One is to escort convoys and independent vessels, and 2, anti-sub patrols. Now, the advantages of a blimp in anti-submarine warfare are obvious. First, it can hover over a spot a plane cannot. Second, it has a better field of vision than any other aircraft. Third, it can operate in conditions of low visibility. And fourth, it can get very close to the surface of the ocean for purposes of observation. Now, we've been given a job that rates an A number 1 priority. Our job is to get the U-24. We're going to patrol this area with airships until we're blue in the face. We're going to watch this sea until we go blind. We'll stay out there as long as our fuel and our nerves can take it. The planes haven't been able to do it yet, but maybe we will. Someday, somewhere, we're going to spot that ghost submarine. And when we do, that'll be it.
Sometime later, same ocean, same submarine, the U-24, and the skipper, the same.
Fire 1. Fire 2. It's a hit. He's going down like a rock.
Time 0500. Place Lakehurst. Duty U-24. Locate and destroy.
Lakehurst Tower, this is Navy airship. Request unmast and takeoff clearance.
Navy airship cleared for unmast and takeoff.
Crew, stand by for takeoff. Bonnet's a navigator. We'll take her up to 1,000. Then we cruise easy John X-ray pattern.
Roger for navigator.
Well, here we go again.
Yeah.
This is cruise number 10. 300 hours and nothing but the bright blue sea.
Maybe this will be our lucky day, Tony.
Well, maybe, but if you ask me, this U-24 isn't a submarine. It isn't even a ghost. It isn't even a shadow of a ghost. In fact, I'm beginning to believe it isn't.
A lot of ships, a lot of dead men who say it is.
Well, if it is, it never comes up for air. What do you think we'll get this bag back into the barn, Eric?
When our fuel runs out.
Another day, another patrol. This goes on day in and day out.
Well, Eric, we're beginning to log in number 11, all filled up with fuel and nowhere to go. That is, nowhere in particular.
You know what I keep thinking about?
What?
Corsairs.
If we were in Corsairs now, we'd be someplace. Maybe out in the Pacific where the action is, or way off in Europe.
Here we are, cruising off New Jersey.
Sailing, sailing over the somber sea. And all there is in it is boredom for me.
Hey, Tommy, look. Hard rudder right. Let's go take a look. Merchant ship, just torpedoed.
She's in trouble, plenty.
Hold it steady. We'll surface and shell her. No use wasting torpedoes.
Poor devils. A lot of them will never...
Hey, get a load of that.
That's it. U-24. Armed depth charges. Hard rudder left.
All right.
Take her under. Taking her down close for a clear shot.
He's gone for a dive.
Radio the base. Give them a locate on this area.
Aye, aye, sir.
We're coming in, Eric.
We'll drop one. Maybe luck will be with us. Stand by to release charge.
Right.
Down scope. Take it down deeper.
Something went down, but nothing came up.
Chafee.
Chafee here.
We'll come around and drop a die marker to set the sight pattern.
Aye, aye, sir.
Notify base. Tell them we're executing search pattern Easy John X-ray at 100 feet. Fuel for 30 hours. After that, maintain radio silence. We don't want that U-boat to cut in on our frequency.
Standing by.
Captain Anderson, I want to be sure of this. What's the running speed of a U-boat submerged?
Around 5 knots, sir, maximum.
5 knots. And our K-ships can do anything from 0 to 70 knots. In other words, it's going to take the German a long time to get out of this area.
Yes, sir.
What's the latest intelligence on the snorkel that the Germans are building?
The latest dope is that they're not quite ready with it, sir.
In other words, if the U-24 isn't snorkel equipped, sooner or later, she's got to come up for air and recharge her batteries.
Yes, sir.
Notify Lakehurst. Tell him to set up K-ship pattern 3R4.
Yes, sir.
This was patrol pattern 3R4, and this was the way it worked. Cruising time of 30 hours, each faster than any sub built, and they can cover a pretty big piece of ocean with a helium umbrella. In other words, everywhere the U-boat went, a blimp was sure to go.
Well, I got the pattern set. What now?
All we do is cruise, round and around and around.
And if the German sub doesn't show?
Sooner or later, he's got to show.
Shrewd and skillful, they call you, Herr Capitan. But can you still keep this reputation with your air running out and batteries in need of recharging? Maybe tonight, you can breathe and recharge.
We've got an hour of fuel left before we have to return to base.
Replacement's on its way from Lakehurst.
take it down again.
A curtain of balloons. Luck is with you. You spot them first. You've got time to get under, but how can you get air and recharge batteries when you're always under?
I wonder what that sub-skipper's thinking about right now. I wonder. You know, if he gets out of this alive and has a kid, I bet he never buys him a balloon at a circus. Yeah, it's funny. You go to school, you learn a lot of things. For instance, the law of gravity. What goes up must come down. Now they're telling us what goes down must come up.
Those gas bags. Everywhere we go, those gas bags. And the swine in them. Why don't it go away? Why don't it go away? There's nothing else we can do. We've got to take a chance. Surface!
Look.
All right, let's go in. Armed depth charge. Make it good. It's the only one we got. Tommy, let it go.
You can scratch one sub.
Every war ends sometime. And there are always the victors and the vanquished. And those who are separated seek to meet again. Time, September 1945. Place, Hamburg, Germany. Assignment, leave.
Oh, Herr Hauser. Hello. You are back again.
Yes.
It all seems like a dream. A bad dream. The way things happened, the way they ended. It's been terrible. Terrible.
I suppose you wonder what I'm doing here, Otto.
I think I know. You're looking for your brother, Kurt.
You know where I can find him?
Yeah, Herr Hauser. Yeah. I know where you can find him. Your brother was a hero for the fatherland. He sank many of your ships, Herr Hauser. Many.
Go to America? Are you out of your mind, Eric? You see that flag? One day we'll wrap the whole world in it. We'll be the masters, Eric, and no one else.
This was a story of lighter than air, and this is on the record. In the course of World War II, wherever there was a blimp escorting a convoy, not a single ship was lost. Eric Hauser, Lieutenant Commander, USN, returned from leave, reported for duty.